Hello and welcome to G Fun Facts Online. Have you ever found yourself at the dinner table, absolutely stuffed, yet somehow you still have room for dessert? Or maybe you finished a perfectly healthy lunch, but you can't stop thinking about that bag of chips in the pantry. What's going on there? Is it just a lack of willpower? Well, science says it's a lot more complicated than that. Today, we're diving deep into the intricate dance happening inside your brain that decides when you've had enough to eat, and why that system sometimes gets its signals completely crossed. First, let's get one thing straight. Not all hunger is the same. Scientists talk about two different kinds: homeostatic hunger and hedonic hunger. Homeostatic hunger is your body's basic survival instinct. Think of it like the fuel gauge in your car. When your energy stores are low, your body sends signals to your brain saying, "Hey, we need fuel." It's the need to eat. But then there's hedonic hunger. This is the drive to eat purely for pleasure. It's controlled by the reward centers in your brain, and it's the reason a warm, gooey chocolate chip cookie can seem irresistible, even right after a big meal. Our modern world, with its endless supply of super tasty, sugary, and fatty foods, is basically a playground for our hedonic hunger system. So how does your body even know when the fuel tank is full? It's all down to a chemical conversation between your gut and your brain. When you eat, your gut releases hormones that act like messengers. You've got hormones like cholecystokinin, or CCK, which sends a powerful "I am full" signal. Then there are GLP-1 and PYY, which also tell your brain to put the fork down. In fact, GLP-1 is so effective that it's the target for some of the newest weight loss drugs. On the flip side, you have ghrelin, often called the hunger hormone, which is produced in your stomach and screams, "Feed me," before a meal. And let's not forget the king of satiety hormones, leptin. Produced by your fat cells, leptin tells your brain that your long-term energy stores are sufficient. It's a constant chemical symphony, and your brain is the conductor. Speaking of the conductor, which part of the brain is in charge? For a long time, we thought the hypothalamus was the undisputed master regulator. It was seen as a simple switch, with one set of neurons promoting hunger and another set promoting fullness. A simple yin and yang. But recent research has thrown a wrench in that simple model. Scientists have discovered a new player, a group of neurons called BNC2, which seem to suppress hunger even faster. It's not just a switch. It's a complex control board with multiple checks and balances involving the brainstem, which gets signals directly from the gut and even the amygdala, the brain's emotion center. Okay, so if we have this sophisticated system, why do we still overeat? Well, the pleasure-seeking hedonic system is incredibly powerful. The taste, smell, and even the sight of delicious food can trigger a massive release of the neurotransmitter dopamine in your brain's reward center. This pleasure signal can simply drown out the quieter, more sensible "I am full" signals. This leads to something called sensory-specific satiety. It's the scientific term for having a dessert stomach. You're full of savory steak and potatoes, but your brain sees a sweet, creamy slice of cheesecake as a completely new and exciting experience, making room for more. Stress is another major culprit. When you're stressed, your body releases cortisol, which can hijack your appetite, making you crave high-calorie comfort foods. And here's a wild new discovery. Researchers recently found a specific circuit in the brainstem that seems to drive food-seeking behavior, even when you're not hungry at all. Activating this circuit in mice made them hunt for high-calorie snacks, even if they were already full. It wasn't hunger, it was an intense craving. This could be a huge clue for understanding disorders like binge eating. And the discoveries just keep coming. It turns out, it's not just neurons calling the shots. Star-shaped brain cells called astrocytes, which we once thought were just support cells, actively participate. After a meal, rising glucose levels cause these astrocytes to change shape, which helps activate the fullness neurons. Interestingly, a high-fat meal doesn't seem to trigger the same response, which might be one reason why those meals are less satisfying. All this new science is painting a picture of a constant tug of war in our brains between circuits that say eat and circuits that say stop. It helps explain why diets can be so hard. You're fighting against a deeply ingrained biological push and pull. But the more we understand this intricate dance, the closer we get to developing smarter ways to help people manage their weight and foster a healthier relationship with food. So the next time you find yourself reaching for that extra slice, remember, it's not just you. It's a complex battle in your brain between need, pleasure, hormones, and ancient survival circuits. Understanding this intricate neurobiology is the first step toward working with your body, not against it. Thanks for tuning in to G Fun Facts Online, and well, see you next time.